Easy class if you come, fun field trips, and class usually ends early.
This is the best professor I've ever taken. He knows his stuff. He meets with you and teaches you how to thrive at LMU by teaching you how to go to office hours, hone in on your sense of purpose, and bring everything back to communication. Even trashy TV shows like Vanderpump Rules take his class. That's really nice.
Dr. Shaules has a crazy knowledge base of most major religions, can speak fluent ancient Greek, and surfs. Tell that to my boss, especially the crazy knowledge base of most major religions. That might get me a raise. Maybe leave out the surf part from my supervisor. That may not go well, but the other part, yes.
Expectations aren't high. Well, wait a minute. I expect a lot from my students. They all met the expectations.
Kristo literally made going to this school worth it all. I'm not a traditional student, and he helped me in more ways than I can count to ensure I was on par with the rest of the students. I had never looked forward to office time, coffee at Starbucks, more in my academic career. Every student should take his class. He will empower you beyond words. That's really nice. Like, oh, that's really nice. I wish you signed your name so I knew it was.
He's not an easy grader. Class is mostly dull. Well, you'll win a few and you'll lose a few. What could I say?
100% recommend, even if you're not religious and you've not learned anything about religion. That's cool. I mean, that's what I try to get across to my students. Especially the I'm not religious part. I'm a religious guy, but I want my students to feel comfortable.
This semester was beyond stressful, and Professor Kristof went out of his way to help our class manage during the pandemic. He does such a great job explaining everything, and will meet with you to explain it again, which I needed. This class was so interesting, and I learned so much, and he was really there for us when we were really overwhelmed. Listen, the pandemic was overwhelming. Like, I was on the struggle bus, you were on the struggle bus. Like, let's be on the same struggle bus.
He isn't terrible, just boring. Tests are easy, but his essays on tests are almost impossible to get an A on. Yes, that's what I want. I want you to work for those essays.
Didn't care too much for this class. The content is not very interesting and applicable to the real world. The professor is also not great. He's nice and flexible with deadlines, but really not great. Watching podcasts and watching random films are needed in order to pass the class. You listen to podcasts, not watch that. So maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe that's why you're so stressed out. And interesting is about perspective. So,
Really great guy, would take it in a heartbeat. Well, that's pretty nice. I like a nice balance in there, Okay.
Stop going on pilgrimages and learn how to be there for your student. Oh, that hurts. I love to share my trips abroad with my students, and I show pictures. So too bad. I mean, if you don't find this interesting, I don't know what would. Pictures from all over the world and stories about pilgrimages. If that's not exciting and fun, even though you're forced to take the class, then what is? Sorry.